Whether you're an outdoor athlete or just like to go out for a stroll a large part of the country, water will be your best friend. It could be a lifesaver.
And when you're drinking the water, it's just fine. When it's on the road slowing you down, not so fun. I'll have your travel details.
Some people made a mad dash Sunday looking for any cover from steady rain. Others just took the drenching in stride. Well, your first outlook to save you frustration in a rainy East begins here.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is First Outlook.
Good Monday morning, everyone. I'm Kim Perez.
Hey, I'm Hillary Andrews in for Nick Walker. 5:30 for you in Baltimore, 4:30 for you in Oklahoma City, and a lot of folks in Oklahoma getting an early wake-up call with storms, but that's only one of the stories that we're covering today.
That's right, Hillary. Actually, here in Oklahoma City yesterday broke a record of 99 degrees. So south of our jet stream, that's what that squiggly line is, or approximately where it is. South of it is where we're seeing the very hot temperatures, above average temperatures. North of it is where we're seeing the chilly air, with temperatures only in the 50s. You know, we've been talking about below average temperatures in the Northeast for seems like many years now. In the Southwest, it's going to be another hot one with record heat. El Paso, Tucson, after breaking a record yesterday, we'll see temperatures continue to be well over 100 degrees.
And of course, we have the fog in the west, we've got the storms in the plains, and also the rain in the east. Where are you going to start travel-wise? Nicole Mitchell joins us.
We've got a few spots that are going to be rather problematic. It's kind of a case of the good and the bad today, and depending on where you're looking out, you might be in a stop-or-go sort of situation this morning. We're going to see much of the Northeast really fare a little bit problematic today, so that's where you've got our red light for this morning. Anywhere from the mid-Atlantic northward, look for some areas of showers and thunderstorms, but not all the travel is looking problematic for today. As we head off to the western coast, we're seeing just a few showers in the very north, but most of the region, although hot, is going to look good, so that's going to cooperate with you, at least in terms of travel. But as I mentioned, the mid-Atlantic, even places like Virginia today, we've seen certainly some areas of rain. When you get all that moisture, creates sometimes the fog and the restricted visibility. So going to be seeing more of that wet weather today, and we'll keep you posted on all your travel coming up. But first, here's a look at the Northeast with Hillary.
Starting off with those umbrellas and the raincoats, needed again today in Freeport, Maine. In fact, you can expect the showers to stick around for the next few days. Might be a good idea just to duck inside El Bean for a little bit. Not a lot of visibility either. We are looking at reduced visibility. A lot of the rain just bouncing off the pavement. Heavier rain showers right now making their way through the U.S.-Canadian border. So Caribou, Presque Isle, seeing the rain showers. Also seeing the rain showers. Pittsburgh making its way towards Johnstown, Altoona. Just about all of the East Coast will see just some hit or miss rain showers. Boston, you'll probably stay dry at least through dinner time, but do not leave for work without the umbrella. Just stick it in the briefcase because you'll probably need it on the way home. Now, your Monday forecast looks like this. Just about rain showers everywhere. Washington, D.C., not a bad day yesterday. Today, possibility of some thunderstorms. Hit and miss rain showers. Heavier rains moving in probably tomorrow. In Boston, you're about to get hit with some heavy rain showers tomorrow. Not only those heavy rain showers, but cool temperatures, highs below 60s right through Wednesday from Philadelphia northward. Now, as we head through Tuesday, again, wind-driven rain for Boston, Cape Cod, all the way back through Springfield. New York, you'll see windy conditions and heavy rain showers. Same with Philadelphia. Kim, take us to the south.
And some of you may want to be heading maybe north because it's so hot. And we got those thunderstorms we're talking about here. Anywhere from parts of northeastern Oklahoma, Tulsa reporting moderate rain and thunder right now. And those storms are heading towards, looks like Little Rock, probably in the next hour or two, and eventually maybe into Hot Springs as well. A lot of severe thunderstorm warnings with these cells. We could see large hail damaging winds, even flash flooding. Parts of Missouri under flood warnings because we've seen 1 to 3 inches of rain with some of these storms. And then, by the way, this area is under that severe thunderstorm watch, which means conditions are right and will continue to be until until 11 o'clock Central Time. Now, we are going to see some beautiful weather in Atlanta today with the front coming southward. If you're going to be going to Turner Field to watch the Mets and the Braves play today, no problems. That rain will be off to the south, unfortunately ruining some of your beach plans. We're going to see some showers and thunderstorms here today as that front does come southward. Memphis will see thunderstorms. Temperatures here, how warm will we get? 89 degrees, but check these temperatures out in Texas. 97 in Dallas again today. Yesterday we hit 97 and we broke the record. Well, it was definitely a high priority keeping cool here in the Big D. Folks were out enjoying the water and making all kinds of nice cool drinks. And today might be a day to head to the mall. North Park Mall might be a good place to go. And then we'll see more heat continue tomorrow in Dallas and Houston with no break in sight. Now, Hillary, we're looking at more thunderstorms here for parts of, looks like Kansas this morning.
Yeah, it's the same thunderstorm system, Kim, that you were taking a look at. Kansas, Chanute we're talking about, all the way through Wichita, looking at those storms. They will be tapering off as we head into the rush hour for the morning hours, but still, you can expect very wet roads, possibly some flooding on the side streets. Meanwhile, beautiful day out there. Minneapolis, you might want to hit the rollerblading right around those lakes if you manage to get a little hour and a half for lunch. 74 degrees there. Chicago, not a bad day. Cubs playing at home. 65, 81 for St. Louis. We will see the rain returning to Minneapolis, so enjoy today's weather. Kim.
Well, could we see more record high temperatures in the southwest today? Well, details are ahead. Plus, the hot weather is melting the mountain snow in the western U.S. We'll look at rising rivers and creeks at 50 past, find out where severe weather will strike.
This program was brought to you by MasterCard. There are some things money can't buy. For everything else, there's MasterCard.
A cool head. And a new copier. $2,500.
Dinosaur.
Dedication.
And a coffee maker. $69.
A sense of humor.
And a mop. $17. Having what it takes to run a business? Priceless. To see what the MasterCard business card can do for your business, visit our website.
Hello.
Hi there.
I hear AOL is helping protect me against identity theft.
Yeah, we give you spyware protection, which helps to automatically disable many programs from stealing personal information.
Well, I just wanted to say thanks, so I baked you my famous apple crumb cake.
Oh, thank you. But it wasn't just me. A lot of us work on that.
Wow.
I smell cake. Want a better internet? You belong at America Online.
To keep things fresh in the freezer, use new Glad Press and Seal Freezer Wrap.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Well, action is underway on the courts in Paris for the French Open beginning on this Monday. Tuesday, we're going to be calling for sunshine with temperatures in the 70s. Wednesday, the clouds roll in, but the temperatures heat up into the low 80s.
Meanwhile, back home, heat will be the big problem for athletes. Literally a desert inferno in Phoenix, Barstow, Las Vegas, Yuma, you name it. We have excessive heat warnings. Temperatures flirting with record high temperatures. And we're not only talking records for the day, we're talking all-time May records. Check out those numbers in the yellow. So El Paso, 104 is your all-time May record. Today, we're forecasting 102 degrees. It is going to be a scorcher out there in the desert Southwest.
And it's amazing, all kinds of stories in the West. Not only do we have the heat, but we have the flooding, too.
We do. Sacramento, Discovery Park, literally underwater from snow melt.
And one of the problems we're seeing is caused by the heat you were just talking about, because they're having such a late melt this season, then all of a sudden it's hot, so everything's melting very quickly, flowing into these rivers. So Utah, for example, you're having a lot of problems. In fact, they've even been doing some sandbagging efforts. We'll take a closer look at that in just a moment, but do be aware in those flooded areas that you need to turn around. Atlanta, Newark, Philadelphia, as we take it out to the airports today, we're not seeing any problems, but later on, Philadelphia, you could see some of those storms, so delays are possible. Cleveland, the same thing, and for D.C., even a little bit more likely that you might have a couple delays at the airport due to the weather. But I mentioned the flooding. Here's Iron County, Utah, and you can see just how problematic this is. This can mess up your car very quickly. One upside with all of this water is that some places are kicking off that rafting and kayaking season a little sooner, but even that, with the water coming down so quickly, you need to be very careful that you're not getting caught in something that is a little too much for you to handle. As we head out to the interstates this morning and started off in the Northeast, again, Maine is going to see some of the heavier areas of this rain. Might get a little break this morning in Massachusetts, but pretty much through the day, it's going to be the whole of the Northeast. You're going to see these scattered showers and storms, and that's going to give us some delays at the airport. Also, some of those coastal winds are picking up. It's another problem spot. Then we've got a boundary draping its way through the south. So right now we already have those storms we've talked about around the Oklahoma and Arkansas area, for example. But we're going to continue to see this area kick up, especially in the afternoon. So any of these locations, you could see some scattered showers and storms, Jackson, Mississippi, Meridian, even Birmingham. So you watch out for that through the day today. And finally, as we take it out to the west, we do have a little bit of a disturbance in the northern part of the country. Otherwise, the west is very quiet, except as we talked about, all those areas of problematic heat. So as we zoom in on Interstate 90, well, again, you're going to see maybe a few of those showers head your way. A lot of that a little bit farther to the north on parts of Interstate 94. And tomorrow, that thunderstorm area is also going to be in the northern parts of the Midwest, where you're going to have to watch for some of those heavier rains moving into Minnesota. And I know it's Monday, but of course, people probably already looking ahead, especially to the big holiday weekend.
Oh, you bet. A lot of pools are opening this weekend.
I know. 3-day weekend. Unfortunately, it's not going to feel like pool weather in the Northeast. We are looking at rain showers, so you might as well just head down. Fleet Week's going on in New York City, so check out some of the naval ships in New York Harbor. We are looking at afternoon scattered thunderstorms, so maybe Lake Livingston you want to do in the morning hours rather than the evening hours. Quick check at the temperatures. Finally, we cool down the desert Southwest to the hundreds.
And let's talk about Sunday a little bit, where, of course, a lot of you have been going to picnics and going to the pools. We're going to see those thunderstorms rolling into Dallas, so that's where those temperatures are going to cool down a little bit. In the Northeast, we continue with the showers on Sunday, and 60s and 50s for the highs. Look at the 70s now on the Big D, and back to around 100 or so around Phoenix, and I think some folks will be happy to see that.
To cool down. Well, still to come on First Outlook, find out why warm weather has brewing companies counting their money. Bloomberg Money Barometer just ahead.
And this will be another soggy and cool day in parts of the Northeast. Will the rain end before your holiday weekend? Well, details are ahead in Storm Watch.
This business travel forecast was brought to you by Visa Business. It's everywhere you want your business to be.
Hey, Mr. Randall.
I gotta get out of that back row.
Spending too much time on paperwork? Then get the Visa Business Card. And forget about checks and sorting charges from your personal card because all your expenses are detailed on one statement. Visa Business. Just about everything you need to run a better business.
Up off the floor, making old-fashioned crunches a thing of the past.
Sculpt your abdominals using the Ab Lounge Jackknife, proven in university testing to be better for your body.
It's as easy as a crunch, but the Ab Lounge design makes every move really count, targeting your abs without wasted effort.
Compare the Ab Lounge to an old-fashioned crunch. The advanced Ab Lounge Jackknife generates up to 75% more muscle activity in the upper and lower abdominals, and an amazing 268% more in the love handle obliques.
It's a complete lifestyle system, including Ab Lounge toning routine, healthy eating guide, and an aerobic workout designed to maximize results.
I have this one pair of jeans. After just 8 weeks, my fat jeans don't really fit anymore.
Call now to try the Ab Lounge for 30 days for just $14.95. If you don't agree the Ab Lounge is the best way to a sexy stomach, return it within 30 days for a refund of your $14.95.
Call now and say goodbye to crunches forever.
Storm Stories, tonight at 8 on the Weather Channel. And now, here's your local on the 8s.
Today because what we call capped, at the middle of the atmosphere, we're way too warm for these thunderstorms to get going. But where it's not that warm, we're seeing those storms firing up this morning, and we have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect here for folks in Little Rock and in Tulsa, Fort Smith. Look at these storms. They continue to produce heavy rain, 1 to 2 inches, not out of the question. We've had some flooding reports in Missouri, penny-sized hail being reported, and many counties under severe thunderstorm warnings this morning, where you see the yellow. So if you're in Fayetteville, Fort Smith, you're under the...
While Miller's brews include Miller Lite, Miller Genuine Draft, and Milwaukee Best. And the weather's played a role in declining volume growth for both beer makers. Earlier this year, SAB Miller said Miller beer volumes declined in the months of January and February. Winter storms and high fuel costs in the U.S. deterred some people from going out. And the volume of beer Anheuser-Busch sold in the third quarter of the U.S. was also held back by cold and wet weather in some states, as well as hurricanes in the part of the southeastern part of the United States. For the Weather Channel, Linda Bell with the Bloomberg Money Barometer.
Everyone knows that any lawn tractor can go in a straight line, but sometimes you need something a little more maneuverable. It's amazing how fast you can get a job done with a little incentive and a zero-turn lawn tractor from Tractor Supply. Man, I hope he's got a lot of gas.
Tractor Supply Company, the stuff you need out here.
Inside every 2005 Ford Explorer is a gyro chip sensor. It constantly monitors vehicle motion to help keep all 4 wheels firmly planted. The technology is new roll stability control, and Explorer is the only SUV that has it. Ford. built for the road ahead.
Nothing beats a real breakfast. Relax, it's Holiday Inn.
Orca! Oh, I love orca.
Oh, I thought you loved humpbacks.
I recently changed my mind.
Go where you want with Avis. Just go to avis.com to find our best cars and our lowest prices every time. Avis.com, a better way to start your trip.
Hurry in and get your Goodyears, because all Goodyear Eagles are on sale. And right now, buy 4 selected Goodyear tires, get up to a $60 rebate. Come get your Goodyears today.
Hi everybody, welcome back. Pack those lightweight suits if you're headed to the west for business.
That's right. We're going to see a lot of heat and we're going to see a lot of sun. So sunglasses.
Still immersed. Book a minimum 5-night stay during Cayman Summer Splash and get an additional night free. Use your American Express card and receive a $150 gift check. Call your travel professional or visit CaymanIslands.ky for details.
Trips to the doctor, 7 trips to the vet, 76 trips to the grocery store, 3 weekend getaways, 1 vacation with everything on it, 4 recitals, 23 soccer games, away, and back and forth to work every day in between. You pack a lot into 12,000 miles, and we'll be behind you all the way. With the Napa Auto Care Center Peace of Mind Warranty, good at more than 12,000 locations.
Keep your vehicle and your vehicle's warranty as good as new with regularly scheduled maintenance at your local Napa Auto Care Center.
Florida's natural premium orange juice is made just from our fresh oranges, not from concentrate. We own the land, the trees, and the company. Florida's natural. It's as close to the grove as you can get.
They are history's most dangerous storms. They are unique, each with a life of its own. But together, they mean just one thing. Hurricane Week is coming. Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th on the Weather Channel. The weather... Don't miss Hurricane Week, beginning Sunday, June 5th, only on the Weather Channel.
Plastic ponchos, not quite the height of fashion, but it's the style that will help a lot of folks get through the day. Find out if you'll be among those seeking cover.
And you're also going to need to take a little bit of extra time on the roads because of that, right? I'll have your travel details.
Some Texans tried to drown their heat woes with fountain water on Sunday. Will nature provide water, or will you have to get it yourself? Your first outlook on rainstorms and heat begins here.
Live from the Weather Channel, this is First Outlook.
Vacationers here at Sandestin at Fort Walton Beach, watch out later today. And then for the Mid-Atlantic, it could be an isolated severe storm. And we'll talk about our coastal low moving up the northeast coast. coming up soon.
Yeah, Nicole Mitchell joins us, travel analyst. We're not only dealing with the rain showers with that coastal low, but possibility of wind, and that always slows down airports. Any slowdowns yet?
Not so early this morning, but as things get going a little later in the morning, I anticipate that we'll have a few as you're maybe heading off to a business meeting later into today. You might want to watch for that. Some of the travel problems we already have this morning, well, we're going to watch for showers and storms in a few places. Anywhere from the mid-Atlantic to about the Great Lakes regions, that's where we're going to see it today. And also some areas of fog. Cincinnati, you've had some of that, Greensboro. So we're going to see a few slowdowns through the rest of the day. As we headed out to our other locations that are looking just a little bit wet this morning, well, we can see around Atlanta, not any problems here, but other parts of the southeast are going to have that chance for some showers. In fact, it's very mild in Atlanta, temperatures in the 60s and partly cloudy skies. A little bit more wet as we get to the northeast, though. That's where Hillary takes us.
And we are starting off in the northeast with a storm system just getting started. It's a developing storm system just making its way off of Maryland and Virginia. It's going to slowly, when I'm talking slowly, I'm talking 3-4 days slowly, work its way up the coastline. Already, though, we're seeing areas of Cape Cod, southern New England covered, and wind advisories. These are high wind advisories now for your Tuesday. So today we are watching the wind in Central Park pick up. On and off rain showers. We're not looking for soakers today, but we could be looking for soakers tomorrow. White Plains, no fog right now, but once that rain starts, visibility will definitely go down. So private pilots, just keep an eye on the IFR, VFR rules out there. We're seeing a few rain showers making their way through Pittsburgh this morning, but once again, it's just going to be one of those hit and miss days out there. Afternoon hours, keep an eye on Washington, D.C. We could see a few thunderstorms there. And it looks like Boston will stay dry until the afternoon towards the evening. 52 degrees, a very chilly high temperature. We're looking for temperatures a good 10 to 15 degrees below where we normally find them. Tuesday, we're literally looking for sideways rain showers in Boston. That's how strong the wind is going to be. That's going to be the story all the way through Albany. Looks like by Buffalo, Pittsburgh.
Fallen, even up to 3 inches in parts of southwestern Missouri. Severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Tulsa, Fort Smith, and Little Rock until 11 o'clock Central Time. Numerous severe thunderstorm warnings. Fort Smith under one right now. And you guys should be seeking shelter. Hold off on heading up to the bus stop. You definitely want to wait for these storms. You definitely want to take the kids up there in the car this morning. Now, by this evening, we'll watch this front sag southward. Then our thunderstorms will be here along the Gulf Coast. So our forecast for today calling for those storms. Memphis as well. Tulsa probably more this morning, while we're going to see some showers, not around Charlotte, maybe up here in the Outer Banks. But look at the heat in Dallas. The heat is the big story here. Austin, we broke a record yesterday. Folks were really trying hard to keep cool here. Good idea, doing your jogging early in the morning with that water bottle. That's a great thing to have with you. Lots of sunscreen expected. Hopefully you guys will have that as well. Now that's it for the southeast. Let's get an update on some of the storms we've had in parts of Kansas, Hillary.
Yeah, that's where thunderstorms rocked Wichita, Kansas overnight. Severe weather brought the heavy rain, the lightning, and the thunder to parts of Kansas, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Good news is the storms should be ending soon. Radar shows exactly that. Wichita, mainly it's going to be the eastern sections of the city all the way through Chanute. Still seeing some of those thunderstorms, but they're slowly sinking southward. Meanwhile, north of there, Kansas City, beautiful day for you. You might head out towards the plaza, maybe even take a stroll through the sculpture garden and the art museum there. So that's how nice it's going to be. Just as beautiful in Minneapolis if you plan on heading around the lakes. Detroit, not so beautiful. We are looking for light rain showers throughout the day. So 60 degrees there, 61 and rainy in Monroe, and light rain showers for Ann Arbor there as well. But you will dry out as we head through tomorrow. So Chicago, look for some sunshine there too. Kim.
And still to come, we'll have your first outlook on how the weather could affect your morning commute. Plus, the heat proved hazardous to one hiker in Phoenix over the weekend. We'll have the hot details. Then at 20 past the hour, a look at your 7-day forecast. Stay with us.
Watch my dark circles, puffiness, and wrinkles disappear instantly. Sudden Change Under Eye does it. Guaranteed to give you these results instantly. Sudden Change Under Eye Firming Serum.
This morning my hair was straight. Then Brad called, so I decided to go curly. I used Wash and Curl, the curling shampoo. Thank you, Wash and Curl.
Wash and Curl, the